Welcome to my journey. It is Tuesday, so we know what Tuesday is. Listen, I want to find something today. I've got my kitchen all switched. I need things. Here we are trying to get some rain. I got time for that. I didn't wear my raincoat. I did not know it was supposed to rain. It's not on my weather. Listen, speaking of weather, today's supposed to be in the 50s, which I'm not wearing a coat because I don't feel like keeping up with it, dragging on me when it gets warm. I know I can take it off. I know it's lazy. Do you ever just not want to wear a coat sometimes? Anyway, that's today. But tomorrow, I can't remember now. Maybe tomorrow the 60s. And then the whole rest of the week that shows up is 70s and 80s. I told John, I think it's a trick. Because they're going to trick us back into winter. It's going to happen. I'm just telling you it's going to happen. This is North Carolina. It tricks you all the time. We got all the seasons, and we got all the seasons every season, it seems like. You see, I just squirted that all over me. So today, nose ditch and everything, I am hitting a different path. So I'm going over to my Senior Citizens Day first. Gosh, it is a little chilly in here. I hope y'all can hear me with that. And then I'm going to go to the two in Charlotte that are closer on this side of Charlotte. It's not down in Charlotte. It's just like the university area, which is University of Charlotte, North Carolina, University of North Carolina at Charlotte. They're not far from here. That's on the northern side of Charlotte. And because I found out last week that they also do 25% off Senior Day on Tuesday. So I'm guessing, I'm going to speed limit. That's right, Mr. Popo, I am going to speed limit. I am so glad I was. You have to on this road. They will get you in a minute. Since they ever put this road in, they will get you in a minute. But what was I saying? When I seen him, he got me flustered. Anyway, I found out they have Senior Citizen Day too. So then I would just come out and hit 85 and head to Salisbury. But I just feel like I need some things today. I need some things. There's just, I don't want it to be a dull day. So, you're watching this on Thursday, which means in 2 days, I'm going to be around the track. Oh, y'all know I can't wait. I'm going to talk about it every day y'all see me until it happens. And then probably for 3 weeks afterwards, I'm going to talk about it every time. Listen, I told you I don't watch the road races because I don't like them. They are not exciting. They are not NASCAR. Disagree with me if you want to. Don't like them. But I was sitting there Sunday. I'm just like, I'm supposed to be watching the race. So I flipped it. It was already not halfway over. It had already started, but I don't know how many. Like, it was into the second stage, which is so stupid. Stage racing is stupid. It's stupid. But anyway. So I flipped it and watched it. My boy didn't do no count. He was up there in like third place for a while, fourth, and then he slipped back, and then he fall back up, and then something happened, and he just fell off. He wasn't even in the top 10. So I don't know what happened, but the little boy that, and I call them little boys because I could be probably his grandma. You know what I mean? At the very least, his mama. He broke a record. He won the first 3 races, and that's the first time it's ever been done. That's what they say. So Michael Jordan is part owner of his team, and they say he had a 3-peat, I guess, championship, because I don't know much about basketball. And he had a picture taken way back then when he was in basketball. He had like a hat on. He was doing like the number 3, and he was holding his basketball. So Tyler, he did a picture where it looked like he was holding his trophy. Their trophies are odd looking. They're not like old looking trophies. They have, some of them are odd shaped, different little weirdo things. So it looked like he was holding his trophy, had a hat on, and he was given a 3 because he was a 3-peater too. So that was pretty cool. He's one of them drivers I don't care one way or another. I don't hate him, I don't love him. He's just, he's on the track. I don't care. There was some that, you know, I don't want to win because I just don't. There's some of them I just don't like. That's going to be any sport. Don't think I'm just being mean. I think anybody that watches a sport has some they just don't like. Y'all already know who I don't like half of them. It's quicker for me to tell you who I do like, or who even I could care about, than who I don't. Because, listen, the one little boy, Connor Zillage, he just come up to NASCAR. Like they said, he'll be Rookie of the Year because he's the only contender. He's the only rookie in the season. So he's going to win Rookie of the Year. I told David, I said, it's kind of not a victory if you're the only one in the run and then you get it, but whatever. I mean, you know, I guess it is still a victory because he's the only one come up. The other ones didn't get to come up and he did. But he was so close there at the end, and he got in a wreck. Listen, he was close. He could have won. He could have won. I would have been so excited for him. He's a little young thing. I can't remember how young, but young. Listen, some of them men, they're men, but they look like children. Their faces still look like children. I'm like, little boy, you can't even have a driving license. What you doing out there on that NASCAR track? They're so young looking. And, well, a lot of them are young, but even the guys that are, I'm sure they're in their 30s, if not, maybe late 20s, I don't know. But they're young looking, little baby faces, and they got wives and children and all that. It's wild to me. I think race car drivers look different today than they used to back in the day. Back in the day, I don't want to say they look more manly, but they look more grown. They look older. You know, when I look at pictures like from the 50s or 60s, I can't hardly put age on it because just, I don't know, there's something about the hairstyles, the makeup, men hairstyles, women hairstyles, clothes. I can't look at them and hardly put a age on them because I think even the younger women were dressed in hairstyles and clothes like the older women. Now, I mean, older my age, of course I could tell that age. I'm talking like maybe 20s, 30s, 40s. I have a hard time distinguishing how old they might be. And then the men, I don't know, we just looked different back in the day. Of course, I wasn't alive in the 50s. I was born in 62, which I'm going to be 64 years old this year in July. 64 years old. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, I feel about that. I guess I'm lucky I got to be 64 because some people don't. So I am fortunate in that respect. I told y'all about my, yeah, I did. Whew, okay, now it's getting hot in here. Seems like there was something else I was going to tell y'all. I don't remember. Oh well. I'll just quit talking then because I can't think of what I was going to say. Instead of sitting here just staring out at the road, I'll quit talking and I'll be back when I got something to say. Okay, first Goodwill. Starting off strong. $5 is what I spent. And I got, check it out. Oh, Krispy Kreme. Listen, it don't have no year. This looks like, I don't know if this is a newer one, but you know this is the kind of cup I collect. These are 49 cents. Their cups and glasses are 49 cents. Because you know today was 25% off. And then I got this. I thought 99 cents was high, but I need these kind of things because I got some that are made out of, like this is more of a, this is an old school one. I've got enough slotted spoons. Now I need some, you know, regular spoons. Some of the ones I got now, what they're made out of, if I stir the bottom of the pot too long, it does the melty kind of thing, so I've had to throw them away. So anyway, it was 25% off, 75 cents, that's fine. But look at this. I got another one of these. The big one. Now, it was $4.99, but I did get 25% off. So actually my total was just 4 and some change, but I rounded up. Rounding up, and if y'all hear any directions coming through, I apologize, because I've not been over here to these enough to have it memorized how to get there. Okay, I'm going to Charlotte now. Rounding up is probably a controversial thing, because we all know that the Goodwill CEOs and whatnot make bazillions of dollars. Bazillions. If they wanted to fund these programs, they could easily do it. The way I see it, it's good karma for me. Rounding up, they don't need my money. They could let go of theirs and fund their programs. But it's just good karma for me. I'm the one doing the helping. I'm personally helping. I'm not speaking my arms in front of you. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just explaining. Typically, I round up every Goodwill. And I round up at Salvation Army. I know Salvation Army, they also make a ton of money, but theirs goes for their men's program. And I don't know. I just feel right doing it. Whether they can do it themselves or not, it's just like, I just think it's good karma on me. So you can have your own opinion about that, and that is fine too. But that's just how I believe. So really, I got all that for $4. It was $4 and some change, and the bowl itself was $5. So I did good, I think. Now, if we can keep going at the next ones, then we'll be in some business. I still really want to find one of those heated Mormon tray things that I just know is going to pop up on me one day. Like, I didn't expect that record player. Oh, listen, we went, okay. Me and David, he was out in the building Saturday just messing around. I was in the house messing around, and I decided I wanted to go to this antique mall type thing. 600. Listen, I may try to take the sound out of her when she does that. That way it's not like loud on y'all. I don't know if it's loud on y'all or not. I won't know till I edit. But if you've been here, traffic. If you hear like quiet parts, it's because I'm gonna knock her out. But it's a place that, it used to be an old mill, like old cotton mill, because that's what we're known for around here. It's in Concord. And somewhere years back, they refurbished it. It's still the old mill, the floors, the ceilings, the whole nine, the outside. It's still the old mill, but they changed the inside, and they've got all kind of, because it was a huge mill, they got all kind of stuff in there. They've got an auto barn thing that I told David I'm going to have to take him to. And then they got middle lane. I know where I'm going to get on 85, but just to have her help me out, I just need to have her talking the whole time, because I know how to get to 85. I just need to know, once I get off of 85, which I know where to get off, the couple roads. This light. So I said, let's go. We've never been in all these years. I know it's expensive because I've seen enough about it on social media to know. But boy, oh boy, it is not my vibe. It is not like a good, I know it's consignment. It has to be. There's so many different booths and styles. I know it has to be consignment, but it's like, it's not, I wouldn't even say it's completely farmhouse. It's like farmhouse, but it's like old stuff. There's not like a bunch of fun 70s vibe stuff, vintage vibe stuff, other than like just farmhouse stuff. I don't know how. I really don't know how to describe it, but I was not impressed because there was nothing in there that was my style. Nothing. So we didn't even look, we didn't even scratch the surface. We went around, I found one record album for $2.25. All the other record albums I found was like 20, 30, 40. There was a Jimi Hendrix in there for 80, which I don't listen to Jimi Hendrix, but $80, come on, man. I ain't paying $80 for no record. But they had some that lesser known that you wouldn't buy. I guess they just had them marked down because they know they're not popular. But this was a Ronco that had, one side was really good, the other side, I don't know, but one side had like Daz and stuff like that. So I'm like, well, I'll give $2.25 for that. So we waited in the longest line. It went, stretched way down the aisles, but it moved really fast. We were shocked at how fast it moved. So that's all we did there. And then they've got a separate, it's not a separate building, it's hooked onto it, but a separate area for like a food court, I guess you could say, with like, I don't know, the list said it looked like about 10 different food vendors in there. But RJ said they beans, he said it was expensive. He said it was expensive. Because I told the kids, I said, listen, if y'all think y'all need to go down to Gibbs and Meals, just don't bother, because it's not our jam. So I can say I have been there twice. My first and my last. It's my head popping off. So I experienced it, and I know I don't like it, so I don't have to go back. My jam is the thrift store. I wish I could run up on a thrift store like that one when I went up to see John. That Renews It. I call it Renews It, because I can't get out Reuse It. Renews It. Remember the scented things? Renews It's back in the day? That's what I call it when I talk about it. The Renews It shop. Oh my gosh, at the stuff they had. That's where I got my pots and pans that David bought me. My enamel floral pots and pans. I love those things. Use them every day. Cooking them every day. Love them. They would be a pretty decor piece, but I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to dust them every time I'm gonna cook. I have a thing in my kitchen over on the island. There's a little side cabinet beside my Lazy Susan corner cabinet, and I had David put me in a sliding rack, hook rack. It slides out and there's hooks on it, and you hang your pots and pans on it. I will never go back. There's no digging for trying to find the right side, excuse me, or nothing. Just pull it out. They're all hanging. I got them hanging in graduation sizes, you know. Perfect. I don't care that I had to give up three shelves for cramming stuff in it. I got a little small shelf on top that is perfect for all my baking sheets, and then under that everything just hangs nice and neat. I love that cabinet. But anyway, so that's what we did this weekend. It was a very short day, and I ran through the 2 Goodwills just while we were out, and I didn't find nothing. And then we just come home. Well, what we did do Saturday first before he went outside, and what I piddled inside, was putting up my curtains. I'm gonna tell you what, I love my curtains because it blocks out that sun. Now, sun peeks around the top and the bottom and like the middle and the sides, whatever, because it's not like shrink wrapped to the window, but it's nice and dark. I love it. And it just, it's not so cluttery looking over at the door where I had my plants. I went ahead and took 2 of my succulents outside. If it gets cold on them, it just gets cold on them. I can't help it. Maybe they'll survive it. One of them I don't really like, and it sheds a lot, and it's not really. I don't really like it. It's not really a pretty plant, so if it dies, my feelings are not going to be hurt. It's a succulent, but I don't know why I bought it, because it's not pretty. You saw it if you saw my before video. And then my aloe vera's out there. I found a yellow pot that matches perfect with the other yellow in my kitchen. And I washed it up real good. It was a utensil holder, what it said on the bottom. It's not vintage, but it could look that way by just the yellow color of it. And like the white rim. I repotted my biggest aloe plant in it and put the rest outside. Listen, aloe, it multiplies too much. So if I lose any of that aloe out there, I'm not going to cry about that neither. The one I don't want to lose is my jade plant. And I probably need to cut some of those off and reroot them, because they're just hanging and flopping. They're so heavy, they're just flopping over the sides instead of standing up straight. So I got to study on that. I got to look up and see if I'll kill it. I don't think I will, because I have broke things off of it before and just shoved it down in the dirt and it rerooted. I didn't do a thing special to it. I just shoved it down in there and it started rooting. And there you go. You got another one. Y'all know exactly where I'm going if y'all hearing that. See, I think I know where to go from here, but it's like up in around IKEA, and there's a couple little streets here and there. And
exit 45A, then merge onto North Carolina 24 East.
I think the other one is down. I'm almost positive. Where I'm getting off on Harris Boulevard, I'm going over the bridge back that way. But I think the other one is back on the other side. I think. Almost positive. There's one down farther than this one we're going to. I don't like it. I went to it. Oh, y'all not gonna let me over. I just about bet you money. Oh, I think here's where I turn anyway. I didn't really like it, so I'm not gonna waste my time going out of. I think this is where I turn actually.
Turn right onto McCullough Drive.
This is a cut through. I'd go sometimes to see Wesley. Okay, so speaking of Wesley, at his doctor visit last week, he's 16 pounds 13 ounces. My little preemie baby. Of course, he was 5 pounds, over 5 pounds as a preemie, so he wasn't tiny then. Like, you'd think of a preemie as a little teeny tiny baby. He was a good sized little thing. And yeah, he's grown. He's a little chunk. He is a little chunk. And snuggly. Oh, he's so snuggly. But he's a sweetheart. I'm pretty sure I know how to get there from here now that I'm thinking about it in my mind, but we'll let her keep talking. Yeah, I didn't know these two were senior days until I just happened to show up at them last week, because you know I went to Bargain Thrift over there in Charlotte, and when I come back from another place in Charlotte, I hit 85. I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to hit these Goodwills while I'm coming up 85. And so that's how I found out. And they open at 9, so it's not like I can go to mine at 9 and have to wait around till 10 o'clock. So I told that girl today, the one that's always there, she said, well, hey, how you doing? She was putting some stuff up. I said, I'm good.
Next light, turn left.
I told her, I said, oh, I know exactly where I'm at. I said, I found 2 more Goodwills. I think must be in y'all's.
Light, turn left onto University Point Boulevard.
Okay, I need her to hush because I'm here. I think I found some in y'all's district, because dang, that wasn't me. I didn't blow the horn. I admit it when I do. Okay, we're up here on the left. She's gonna go ahead and tell us.
Take your next left into the parking lot.
See? So she said, yeah, she said there's a few, and there's one like in Ballantyne.
Left into the parking lot.
That's like one of the expensive parts of town, which you probably find good stuff there, since, you know, you can find good stuff in the expensive parts of town, but I'm not driving all the way to Ballantyne. That is way too much in Charlotte for me. So, all right. Well, let me go in and see what we can do. There ain't much in this one, but if it's just happens to be the right thing, then that's what it is. Okay, we're going strong on the second one. I don't like the lampshade. I'll be on the lookout for another lampshade. But check this out. It's going right beside my chair. Got it for $6.42 after my discount. You can't beat it with a stick. I love it. I'm gonna condition it up, wash it up real good. So, all right, let's head to the next one. Okay, so I showed you what I got. I wasn't gonna talk. No, we're gonna talk on the way. I know how to get to the next Goodwill. And now that I know, I've been here this second time. I mean, I've been here before, but it had been a long time, you know. But I know how to get here now. I won't need the GPS. But that table was the only thing I found in there. Here's the thing. Last week or the week before, I cannot remember what store I was in. They had one similar, and I wanted it because the table I got between my love seat and my chair, I just don't love it. It's a cabinet which is turned sideways, so I can't use the cabinet part of it. And it's just, I don't know, it's just too much. There's too much. It's too much. It looks too thick through there. Does that make sense? I can't, you know when I get on here, I can't ever think of my words. And so I've been wanting to trade it out for something else. And I like these styles. It's the old style. I can't help it. I like what I like. So that's where it's going. Oh, I need to get on there and order some new Kleenex. One of the little square, because that's where we keep the Kleenex. If, Lord help, if I move the Kleenex, David will think I moved his food dish, because that's where the Kleenex go. That's where they've been forever. Please don't let me move the Kleenex. It would not go well. So I'm gonna get it good and cleaned up. I'm gonna keep my eyes out for a lampshade today. They had some there, but they were ugly. One wasn't too bad, but it was dirty. And I just want like a beige one, tan one, cream one. You know, I don't want a colored lamp, because the only pop of color in my living room is that gorgeous green and yellow and orange Afghan I bought the other week, and it's on the back of my love seat. And it is a pop of color in that whole boring room. I got pretty stuff on my shelf, but it's color-wise, it's not colorful. But that is a nice pop of color, and I'm gonna tell you what, I absolutely love it. I sure do. So I'll get that all cleaned up, and I did plug it in, and it had a bulb in it, which I would have stole one from another one. It had a bulb in it, and it does work. I wanted to make sure it does work. But it was $7.99 with my discount. It was like $6.42 or something like that. So I don't care who you are, you can't beat that with a stick. So I don't want to jinx it by talking about it, but we're going strong today. We're going strong. I don't know if, oh yeah, you see the lampshade? It's just, and it's dirty. It's that pleated kind, and you can't hardly keep them things clean. I've had them before. You just can't hardly keep them things clean, especially since it's as old as it is. I wouldn't say that's from the 70s unless they changed the lampshade, because I don't think that's the 70s lampshade. But the style is the style I like. That style of a little table. I think it's gonna look good over there. Now I'm gonna have to move my little basket of like lotion and all that, my headphones and all that I keep beside the chair, because then you'll be able to see it and it'll look bad. So I'm gonna have to do some finagling over there, which I can put it on the other side of my chair, because it's just in the corner beside my other table. You can't see my mess back there. I got mess back there. What I need to do is pull that chair out and vacuum behind it, but it is so heavy I can't budge it. I honestly, it's a motorized chair, you know, not that you ride around on, motorized recliner, because I had to have it when my knees were at their worst. I couldn't get up and down. And so David, we went one day, and I had one that was given to me, and then it broke, and I bought one, and then it broke, and because you know they don't make stuff nothing to last. And then we went and bought this one. It's a very nice one. We paid I think a little extra just to make sure maybe it would be a little bit more sturdy as far as holding up. I don't want to jinx it. No jinx. But, oh my gosh, it is so heavy. I cannot move it. I can't budge it. So, if I vacuum, I have to like lean around the sides and put the stick back through there and stuff. Oh, golly, it's getting hot in here now. All through there. So, now that Goodwill we went to, they don't have a lot of stuff. Their cabinets are bare. Their shelves are bare. But, like I said before we went in, you just have to find the one thing you want, and then there you go. So I did. As soon as I walked in, I saw it. It was sitting right there, and I'm like, oh, ran right up to it. So anyway, okay, well, I got to get off here and turn some air on or something. Okay, went to the hardly nobody here at this Goodwill for some reason. I got these. These were not, you couldn't mark these down because it's like a new product, but it was $3.99 for 3 pair of socks, and these are men's 10 to 13, my size, and they're nice and stretchy. You know, I get them from the Dollar Tree, and I still haven't mended the ones I was going to mend, but I can always use some socks. So I did not mind paying $4 for 3 pair of good quality socks. And then this is the one thing I got that was on sale. It's a cornerware lid. I'm pretty sure I have lids to everything I got, but it never hurts to have a spare one. And in case you find something new, it doesn't have a lid. Plus, this was 99 cents. Plus, she noticed, I didn't notice, it was half off. And 25% off of that. So after half off, it was 25% off of 50 cents. So I got it for practically nothing. So that was a deal. I paid more in there for socks and a lid than I did for that whole table back there. I did see a lampshade I liked, but I didn't think it was big enough. I think it was too small for that size. I think it needs to be at least around as big around as that one. There was one in there that was really pretty, but it was like way out and round. I thought, oh, that's gonna be way too big. So anyway, well, I'm gonna throw on my music. I've been listening to my rockin', I call it my rockin' playlist. I switched over on the way over here to my disco and dance. So I was busting a move on the way over here. So I am feeling like, listen, this old body might be old, but this up here is still back in the day. I know y'all feel the same way. This up here and this in here is still back in the day. So I do love some good disco, let me tell you. I used to go to the clubs, honey, let me tell you, and dance. Had a good old time. So anyway, I'm gonna get up here and I'm going to head to Salisbury. I got a good little ways to go since I'm in Charlotte. So I'm gonna head to Salisbury and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Okay, so I went to Nazareth, didn't find nothing. Went to the Goodwill that right there across from it, didn't find nothing. Went to Habitat, didn't find nothing. Nothing even in the free. Come home, went to Shamrock, didn't find nothing. Then I come down here to this Goodwill, which I always call my Goodwill. And I found one thing. I got it to sell, which I'm gonna start selling my stuff. I really am. It's this Temper Serve, Aladdin Temper Serve. You put your casserole dish in it to keep it warm. It was $3. I couldn't pass it up. I'm not buying anything else to sell. I see things, I'm like, oh, I could probably sell that. I'm not buying it anymore because I'm not loading my bedroom up with anything else until I start selling. If I don't get off my sorry butt and do it, I tell you, it's like I don't have problems sourcing. That's the fun part. The actual sitting down, listing it, and taking pictures and all that, that's where I'm having my slackness at. But I couldn't pass that up. So that's all I got in there. Now I am typically through at this time, but I'm going to run through Habitat and then down to Salvation Army because they're right close, and then just go home. And I will have hit plenty of places today. Listen, I had high hopes for a lot of stuff to be found today, but it was just Charlotte. Charlotte was the winner today. Other than what I just got there, Charlotte was the big winner. But hey, I'm thrilled with what I got. The one, I remember where the other table was when I saw it in Habitat. It's shaped like that one, but it's loose. The lamp part's loose and the bottom part's loose. And I'm like, it was $10. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, I want that. But upon further inspection, I just didn't think it was gonna, I thought it was, I didn't know that I could get it fixed the way it was pulled apart. And it was pulled apart at the lamp base part, the light bulb part. So it's still there. So obviously there's other people that maybe think they can't fix it either, which is great because I love the one I got. See, that's how close Goodwill is to Habitat. I tell you all the time, where I live, I can get here, there, and yonder in just a minute. You know, our stuff is so close. So, all right, well, I'm gonna head in. Well, I did go to the Habitat, and I'm right here at the Salvation Army. Habitat, I found 2 things. Look at the color. Is that perfect, or is that perfect? I'm seeing it in my mind. These are like little, they fit in candle holders or sconces on the wall, whatever. I want wooden ones. If I could find some little wooden candle holders, perfect. They were $1 a piece. That is what I got at Habitat, my Habitat. And then Salvation Army didn't have anything. They never do. My gosh, they're always wiped out. Either they get wiped out or they just don't get a bunch of new stuff in, which I know they do because they got trucks and stuff back here all the time. So I don't know, but anyway, I am gonna head on home. My phone is just about dead. I'm gonna head on home and hunt me something to eat, some protein. I tell you, one day I'm having it hard getting in as much protein as I need. So I'm gonna go home and try. I did for breakfast, so I'm gonna go home and try now. So that's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you tomorrow for another weigh-in.